Hello, welcome to the Kailash Institute of Technical Studies by Kailash Technology Private Limited. Myself, Arvind Panchal, CEO and founder of the Kailash Technology Private Limited. I have 15 plus years of IT professional and as a trainer experience. And today we are going to learn about what is server. So today's the video is going to be long video, and here you will be having brief detail about the servers, what is servers, how it's work, and various other topics. Let's begin. What is server? So servers are mostly like the hardware rich device, okay, which has like extra memories, high extra hard drives, and extra CPUs. Mostly it comes with the two CPUs. So let's begin and start it one by one. Servers are powerful computers used to provide data, resources, and services to multiple users over network based on their physical design. Servers are classified into different hardware and software types. So basically server is the hardware rich device which is mainly used to serve the users. Okay, server is not like any small computer. Server is basically hardware rich device. So in that we have like thousands of GB memories and terabyte, like 100 of TB terabytes space. Also it has multiple processors, and also it has multiple fans and the cooling systems. It has multiple LAN interfaces, everything. So we will see all these things within our next topics, and let's begin. So here we are gonna cover all these topics. You can see on your screens these are various, like what is a servers, why we need servers, what does server do, types of servers, file servers, web server, database servers, and type of server on the hardware basis. Okay, sometimes the servers are also different like tower, rake, and various. So how does a server look like? We will see how exactly the hardware look like when you are working in the real-time servers. Where are server mostly used? How does a server work? Server, how exactly it work, we are going to learn about it. Key feature of servers. Server versus normal computer. How, what is the major difference? What is physical servers, virtual servers, and the advantage of server, disadvantage, real time life example of servers. Why servers are important, major server hardware manufacturings, who are the vendors, core feature of servers, top core hardware component of servers, what are the major hardwares, okay, limitation of server, and where when server is not a good choice. Okay, for your home, of course, if you are only 2 3 users and just you need internet, you will not require a server. Okay, so let's begin. Why do we need a server? So let's begin as a definition. Server centralized data, improve security, allow multiple users to work together, and ensure reliability and access to application and files. So basically servers will be useful in the offices and the uh, for the corporate and business levels, where you have multiple users, where you want to give them centralized access for everything like your storage, your data, your web server, your websites, your applications, files, database, and various. So where exactly we need a servers? Servers are basically required for the companies, enterprise, small business, mediums, and wherever you want some things to give to access to someone as a centralized. You can have your own movie server as well, like suppose your families wants to watch movies, so you can have like centralized or movie servers from where you publish your all the movies, and which is the centralized, and the more people are accessing together from the centralized center point of the server. What does a server do? A server store data, manage network resources, host website, run application, and handles user request. So mostly basically we see servers, there are like mostly servers has like websites, application, database, storage, your email servers, and various. So these all things are stored centralized in the one server to access for all the users can be inside the companies, outside the companies, customers, and different peoples. Types of servers. Commonly types of servers: file server, web server, database server, application server, mail server, print server, and DNS server, DHCP servers, and various within in corporate network. What is a file server? A file server stores and shares files so user can access them from anywhere on the network. So suppose if you have a computer companies where 100 people are working, so if you want to share files with them, so you will be having one file server centralized, so all the 100 peoples within the same network can access that. And some cases, yes, it could be the different network, so there is a different fundamental to allow them to access that as well. And also it can be published over the internet as per our requirement how we use the servers. Web servers. A web server hosts websites and deliver web pages to users through web browsers like Chrome, Edge, and mobile phones. Okay, so the actually your website. Suppose any of the website you see over the Google, these all websites they are having stored somewhere. They are 100% stored on any of the web server. So it could be your local web server, it could be your cloud web server. What is database server? A database server stores, manages and retrieve large amount of structured data efficiently. Database is the key and the base of many of the other servers. So to store your old database about your company's detail, about your employees detail, about your inventories, about your assets, everything, they might be stored centralized and it will be managed from single point of connection. Types of servers on the hardware basis. Okay, hardware basis, let's begin. Servers are powerful computer used to provide data, resources and services to multiple users over a network. Based on their physical design, servers are classified in different hardware types. So let's begin. The first is the tower server, a standalone server that look like a desktop computer suitable for small offices. This is like same servers look like our desktops, but it has hardware rich in it, and it is like having extra sockets to put more memories, more CPUs and more hard drives. Then again begin rack mount server, a flat server installed in a standard rack commonly used in data center. So these servers like they are standard servers and they are mostly used in 42U rack to install the servers. Blade server, a compact server placed inside a blade chassis sharing power and cooling. So the blade servers, which is the like a small and compact server, okay, and it is having placed in big chassis where you can see multiple servers. We will see the pictures in the next videos, sorry, the next slides, and you will understand how exactly look like. Micro server, a small low power server for basic tasks and light workload. Micro server, basically the small servers you use it for your home and personal use. Mainframe server, a highly powerful server capable of handling millions of transactions. So we will see the pictures of all these servers also in the next slides. Edge servers, servers deployed close to users or devices to reduce the latency. The mostly the edge servers, they are being used on ISP or service provider. So it is mediator servers or like middleware servers where directly users are connecting to the ISP services or any of the other service provider services. Here we see in the pictures you can see the tower servers, okay, and next you can see over the cursor is hovering, this is our micro servers, okay, and this is the blade servers. Here you can see there's the single chassis and you are sharing the power and resources from another the same chassis, but this is your single blade server. So this is can have multiple blade servers, and this is the edge servers which is mostly used in ISP and service provider, and this is the mainframe servers. So this is all server types we are seeing here. Okay, now the topics again, where are the server mostly used? Like where we are using, mostly servers are used in data centers, ISP, internet service providers. They are also using to provide the services, offices, bank, hospital, schools, and cloud service providers. Any of the cloud service provider like Amazon, Microsoft, Google, they all are using lots of servers. They mostly use the rack mounted server, edge servers, and mainframe servers. And also in some cases they use the uh, this kind of servers, the blade servers. How does a server work? So server actually always communicating with the clients. Clients could be any users. So let's begin. We're reading this. A client, user, computer or mobile. Okay, your device, it could be computer, laptop, user, printer, anything is a client for a server. Client send a request to the server over the network. The request reach to the server through the IP address and the communication channel. The server process as per using its CPU, RAM and installed memory or software. Then server access required data from storage or database. Okay, maybe the storage and database could be within the same server or could be the another server. After processing, the server send the response back to the client. This is process happen with milliseconds and can handle many users at the same time. So in this your client, your mobile phone, your computer, your laptop, your printers, anything initiate a request to the servers, and servers use its capacity, use its resources and response back to you as per your request. So this is how server works. The connection is being initiated by the client. You want to reach to the website, any website. If I browse google.com, so I'm initiating the request from my laptop to the Google. Then Google server is responding back me. It's depend on its resources, how much resources it has. As per its resources, it will be giving me the speed of the response. Let's see here. Here you can see the first pictures. The clients, they are requesting from the servers, they request the data and server responds back to them and it give them data. The same way here another picture, web browser from the laptop request to the server, web servers over the internet, and the servers response back to them over the internet. Okay, so this is the how server is working. Step 1, user send request, server receive request, server process the request, server send response, and user receive the acknowledgement and user receive the response. Key feature of servers. सर्वर्स की मुख्य विशेषताएं: हाई परफॉर्मेंस CPU, multi-core processor, it has multiple CPUs as well, large and expandable RAM capacity. You can have thousands of GB memory, 24/7 continuous operation capability, RAID controller features. You can your storage can be become in the RAID, so in case of the failure of hard drives you can survive it. Redundant power supply, advanced cooling systems, high network bandwidth and multiple network cards, remote management, ILO, IPMI, iDark, and like in case of your operating system is down, still you can access your servers using this ILO and iDark, anything. Strong security and access control. Its BIOS has good security. In case of someone try to tease the server, it can be restricted. Scalability, easy hardware upgrade. You can increase the memory, CPUs, processor anytime, anywhere. And also it's like the highly performance servers, they are continuously running 24/7 and giving the services to the users. Server versus normal computer. Servers are more powerful, run 24/7, supports and many users, and have better security than normal computers. Normal computer is just basic use for your personal stuffs. But if you want to provide services to some users, like n number of users, but it depends on your server capacity. So the server is just to serve the services to multiple users. What is physical server? A physical server is a real hardware machine dedicated to running application and services. So physical server is like actual servers, as I showed you in the earlier picture how the server look like. These are the physical hardware and you installed in the rack and other place. Virtual server. Virtual server runs inside a physical server using virtualization technology like VMware, Hyper-V, Proxmox, etc. etc. So the VMware and Hyper-V, they have VMs in it. Mostly the physical servers will be there. After that you will be installing the VMware and Hyper-V on it. Then you create a virtual machine inside, which is known as virtual server. Advantage of servers: centralized management, high security, data backup, scalability, and better performance. Disadvantage of servers: high cost, required skill administration, maintenance needed, and dependency on network. Real life of examples of servers: email services. Yes, our Gmails, they have backend lots of services. like servers, banking systems, social media, cloud storage, and online shopping platform, Amazon, e-commerce platform. These all are having backend servers. Our websites, application, somewhere they are stored and they are giving us services. But in the backend, yes, in real time we are having that server hardware or virtual machine. Why servers are important? Servers are the backbone of the modern IT infrastructure and make digital services possible. Everything today we see, it's not possible without having servers. Major server hardware manufacturing vendors. Mostly the major server hardware vendors in Dell, Lenovo, HP, IBM, Cisco, Fujitsu, Supermicro, and Oracle. These are the most common vendor and most widely known manufacturer of servers. Core feature of servers: high performance CPUs. Maybe it can be having platinum, gold, and silver. There is a different kind of CPUs as well. Low large RAM capacity. As I said, you can have thousands of GB RAM. RAID storage. In case of failure of your one drive, still your data will survive because of the RAID controller. Redundant power supply. If one power supply fail, still you have second power supply. 24/7 operation you can use. Remote access and strong security. Top core components of servers. In servers you will see the processor. Okay, you will see mostly two processor or single processor, the Xeon processor, Intel AMD processor. ECC RAM, you will see the multiple slots for the RAM. Okay, you will see the hard drives, SSD, SATA, SCSI. You will see the RAID controller in the servers. It could be the built-in on card or external RAID controller solution. You will see network interfaces card. You will see like 4 5, or maybe as per your number of requirement you require the interfaces. And the cooling system, the heatsink and the north bridge south bridge in the servers to do the cooling, and dual power supply. These are the common component which you will see in the servers. Okay, limitation of servers. So initially high cost, power consumption, required skill administration, hardware failure risk, and dependency on the network scalability. Like suppose if you are not having that much requirement, if you want to use for your home and office, small office where you are having 4 or 5 peoples and only 4 or 5 computers, you can use still the small servers. But when you grow up, of course you will be needing the servers. One server is not a good choice, as I said in earlier also, for your home use. And if you just want to connect to internet and do some small things, you never need a server for very small businesses, like as I example gave in the last slides, like 4 or 5 users. No, single user or low budget environment, you of course don't need a server may be unnecessary or expensive for a small business where your income is less, so you cannot afford a server, and that is not a good choice for that place. So thanks for watching this video. Yeah, I hope you like this video. Like, share, subscribe my channel, and I hope it was good information for you guys. And keep connected and bell the notification icon for us, and you will get new videos in the networking series. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.